What is going on, everybody? CJC presents WandA Workouts and Anime, and it is time to preemptively take a guess at who will be in the new Season Pass 3. If you are hopeful, like myself, we will be getting a full Season Pass 3 for the new update for One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. If you have not seen my video yesterday, I did discuss the possibility of a new game and when we'll actually get news for when this new update will arrive to stores for upgrade. Check out yesterday's video. With that being said, let's go on to my speculation for who I personally believe will be in the new Season Pass. First off, right away, let's just get this easy part out of the way. And I think DLC Pack 7 and DLC Pack 8 will be a combination of the top 6 most voted for characters in the One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 survey that they did back in February. So here, who I believe are the top 6 characters are based on who I voted for, comments that I've seen, whether it's in my comment section, other people's comment sections, and of course fellow creators. Here are the top 6 that I've noticed: Sengoku, King, Shiki, Zephyr, Bullet, and Enel. Those are the top 6 characters I've noticed the most when it comes to people's comments. Of course, some love for Queen, which is who I would honestly prefer over Enel just to get some new blood in the game. But understandably so, Enel's such a really fun character to play as, especially in Pirate Warriors 3. And he's a very beloved villain that a lot of people want to see return, so understandably so, I get it, but I would love to see some new blood. But those are the top 6 characters that I've seen the most. It could be any combination of, perhaps DLC Pack 7, Sengoku, King, Enel, and then of course DLC Pack 8 will essentially they'll just make it the movie pack. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below as to who you think the top 6 characters are. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd be surprised if a lot of people voted for Vivian Karu as a character. I'd be very surprised if a lot of people voted for Koala and Apu and Denjiro. But yeah, let me know who you guys think are the top 6 characters. Now, when it comes to DLC Pack 9, this is when I believe hopefully Koei Tecmo takes our criticisms into thought and they're going to give us an expansion pack. When I mean expansion pack, I mean an expansion to the story, to the dramatic log, and that is the Egghead Pack arc. This is going to include extra stuff for the Egghead story in the dramatic log. We're going to get a new island, 3 maps for that new island, because it's very commonplace that the islands that already exist in One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 typically have about 3 maps each island. For example, Land of Wano, we have the Onigashima Island, the Flower Capital, and then Bakura Town, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Whole Cake Island has the inside of Big Mom's castle, inside Mirror World, and then we have Sweet City. So hopefully with Egghead, when Egghead comes in, we'll get 3 different maps that kind of highlight Egghead. Now when it comes to the characters, this is where it's going to be difficult, and I kind of leave this part up to you guys as to who you want to see the most of which combination. So I had previously done videos in the past, about a year and a half ago, speculating what a hypothetical Season Pass 3 could look like. So if you want to check that out, definitely look at the pinned comment down below. I did 2 parts to that video, one of which I did say that we can possibly see an Egghead Pack arc, that being Kuma, Bonnie, and Saturn. I think it's a lot of people's picks for an Egghead Pack arc, right? You have the main villain, which if they are going to do an expansion pack for the DLC for the dramatic log, then Saturn needs to be in there 110%. I don't know how Saturn would work in the game considering Saturn's size, because Saturn is a lot more massive than Kaido, than Hybrid Kaido, and Big Mom flying on Zeus, which I believe are the largest character models in the game. And even they kind of have difficulty going through the map like, going through the inside the Ennis Lobby fort. So I can't imagine Saturn being able to load into there. We'll see how that works, or perhaps they'll limit, which maps Saturn can even go to. That's also a possibility as well. But we'll love to see how that works. It might not work. Who's to say at this point, really? But that's possibility number 1. Now here's possibility number 2, and this got me thinking. The reason why is Kaku a votable character? If they're just gonna vote in Kaku or have Kaku be a part of the poll along with S-Hawk, in my mind, that shows me that Kaku is going to be CP0 Kaku. It doesn't necessarily make sense to have a CP0 Kaku that you can vote for and not have a CP0 Lucci. So this next DLC pack will go like this. Kuma, of course. Kuma has to be a part of the Egghead pack arc, no exception. We have Bonnie once again, and then we have CP0 Lucci with his Awakened Devil Fruit. Again, I just think it's really weird to include Kaku a part of the poll and it just be Water 7 Kaku, which it's just really strange to me. I don't think they would do that, so in my head canon, it's going to be a CP0 Lucci with his Awakened Devil Fruit. Now, another possibility that we could get, perhaps Bonnie isn't playable, perhaps she becomes more of an NPC character, kind of like how Pudding is, how Momo is, Momonosuke, Kyros is, Rebecca. Perhaps she'll have a character model in the game, but not be a playable character, or just be like a regular NPC who just travels around the map and, kind of, sort of fights enemies. So, this next possibility is Kuma, of course, once again, CP0 Lucci, and Saturn. So, out of those 3 options, let me know who you think is going to be a part of the Egghead pack expansion. Those are my thoughts. Let's just do a quick recap for those of you who may have forgotten. DLC Pack 7 and 8 will be a combination of the following characters based on who I've seen in the comments and other people's comment sections and other creators. It's going to be a combination of Sengoku, Eno, King, Shiki, Zephyr, Bullet. Those are the characters that will make up DLC Pack 7 and 8. DLC Pack 9, minimum, will have Kuma, possibly Bonnie, possibly CP0 Lucci, and possibly Saturn. And, of course, having an expanded dramatic log, including a new Egghead Island in the game with 3 maps to go alongside it. So, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think I'm right? Do you think we're going to get an expansion pack? And who would you like to see in Season Pass 3? With that being said, I'll see you in the comment section below and in the next video. Peace.